Hello YouTube, it is time for another video. In this video we are going to unbox the Xtrfy M4 RGB mouse. The mouse has a lightweight construction, state-of-the-art components and a unique right-handed shape. The winning ingredients according to the box is a PixArt 3389 optical gaming sensor with adjustable RGB LED illumination. The weight is 71 grams excluding the cable and the main switches are Omron 20M. Looking at the box, it says it has a ultralight construction, ergonomic right-handed shape and pro-grade components. The other side of the box shows the mouse. It's actually true to the size of the mouse. And on the front we have the mouse again, and what I like is that it bends around the corner. And then we have the back with the specifications. So let's open up this box. The lid has a snug fit and it has a side cut. The inside of the lid has soft foam. It is probably to not damage the mouse on top. It also has two keycaps for your escape keys if you would like to use those. One of them says GG and the other one says Xtrfy. The mouse is locked in position by a hard plastic cover and the cable is tucked in underneath. And in the bottom of the box we have a small instructional leaflet that is enclosed in an envelope. If we open it up we can see the actual leaflet and the instructions for how to use the RGB. Also, they actually include new skates for your mouse and of course the sticker. I have not seen skates for the sensor before, but I guess some people would like it since they include it. But it is super nice of them to include a pair of extra skates in case you want to mod your mouse or whatever. The included cable tie is in a rubber material, which makes it a little bit stretchy. It feels like it's high quality. The USB connector is a regular USB 2.0. Instructional leaflet tells you that you can download the complete manual at xtrfy.com. But on the other side of the leaflet you have the quick start guide, which is just plug and play, and you have the different DPI settings. The DPI settings are changed by clicking a button on the bottom of your mouse. Inside the leaflet you have the different color settings for your RGB. Also you have this setting to change what hertz you want your mouse to operate in. So like I said in the intro, the mouse is made for right-handed people and it feels like it is initially when you put it in your hand it feels a little bit small compared to my mouse that I had before, which was the Model O. I did not try to match the mouse with my watch band, but apparently they did. So the mouse itself is really sturdy, it has a great color, and if I place it and compare it to the Model O mouse that I got here, we can see that it is slightly smaller. On the other hand, if we flip them on the side, we can see that it has a higher ridge than the Model O. The Model O is a little bit more flattened and also longer than this mouse. And it feels initially a lot smaller, but it's not that much smaller. And in this shot we can clearly see what they mean that it's made for right-handed people. You can see it has a slope towards the center of the mouse. And it has a slope inward on the other side. So it is definitely crafted for you to grab it with your right hand. Compare them side by side from the back side. It looks as if the Model O is a bit higher, but it is actually not. It's just me holding them unevenly. And from the top they look like this. The Model O is definitely a flatter curve than the M4, and the M4 is obviously a little bit shorter and has a smaller base than the Model O. This does not give it any disadvantages in my opinion. The only thing that I reacted to was that it felt a lot smaller, but that was just because my hand was used to the bigger mouse before. Comparing the cable side by side, this is a cable modded paracord cable with just the necessary wires. If I compare this to the M4's wire, it is clearly a lot more rigid. It does not flow as easily as the paracord cable. This is due to the M4 cable having a ground cable and also a protective shield for disturbance. So this means the paracord cable I am showing, it is not a certified cable, and the cable that I am comparing it to is the stock cable on the M4. In this shot, we can see the skate that is included for the sensor. And they have added their logo on the top of the sensor, and at the bottom it says GLHF. I like details like this. And speaking of details, it feels like they have really thought about details on this mouse. We have the RGB strip that goes on the front of the mouse and also for the thumb keys. But the logo is nowhere to be found on the top of the mouse, but inside the mouse glowing. This is super cool, and I really appreciate taking the time to make this detail. So you can change the DPI of the mouse by just a click of the mouse button underneath the mouse, and it's super easy to do so. To cycle through the various RGB lighting effects, you simply press the top button and it will change the actual effect. And if you don't like the RGB lighting, you can turn it off. If you want a specific color, you can cycle through the colors by holding the top mouse button and the right mouse button. You can also cycle through the brightness of the mouse holding the top mouse button and the back thumb button. You will lower it and the opposite will brighten it. This was all for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. If you have any questions about this mouse, feel free to drop them in the comments below, or check me out on Twitch where I am live 3 nights a week. If I'm not live, just hit that follow button and the bell and you will get a notification when I go live on Twitch, and you can ask me the questions while I am live. I will see you in the next video. Have a great one.